cops had two faces, one reserved for the public, the other for us. Standing at 6 feet tall, 185 pounds, with thick eyebrows and perma stubble, he wasn't the stereotypical image of buck-toothed, yellow, and quiet. This mixed brown man with a light-hearted chuckle, calling the workers at Foot Locker chief and buddy, slapping strangers on the back as if they were good friends. He was the life of the family parties, wrapping my uncles in bear hugs before passing out drunk, his face covered in cute pen drawings. But at home, it was a complete 180. He'd sit in the garage, behind the table with the power tools, glaring through bloodshot eyes while he worked on projects that really meant crystal meth. No one suspected that behind the steering wheel he would rage on the road, make the car veer back and forth, threatening an accident, his shouts shaking us in our seats on the way to Vallejo Middle School. And behind closed doors, he'd throw shit so hard my room looked like an earthquake hit it. What was the use in cleaning it if another one could hit any day? One time, he hit my mom so hard, her right ear lost all hearing. Maybe that's why she never listened to me. I watched it happen, 8 years old, with my hands clenched in prayer at my chest, back when I believed in God, when I believed in forgiveness, redemption. And no matter how much I hated him, the stranger I used to call Papa, my mama never blamed him for it. This looming figure, he was a ticking time bomb with legs like tree trunks, hands like paddles that wielded belts, slippers, newspapers as easily as his fist, or meth. My first memory of him, my first memory at all, not that I chose it, was the time I spilled some nail polish in their bathroom, barely tall enough to reach the counter. It was an accident. And before I could process it, I was suddenly looking down at myself in the third person. A 4-year-old child, eyes searching for an escape, cortisol rushing, taking flight from a place Filipinos call the comfort room. Chased by a 6-foot-tall monster with bloodshot eyes, brandishing a belt. Whipped on the back on the way to a sleeping mother's bed for letting blood-red finger paint fall right next to a sink, the impact deafening against the backdrop of a dark room. And finally finding safety under soft covers, next to familiar dyed red hair, coarser than my own, mama's brown eyes shut, mine wide open, whispering, "I'm scared, I'm scared," waiting for the monster to leave. Mama didn't see me or herself as a survivor of domestic violence, even though she is deaf in her right ear. The brain fog of working 12-hour shifts at a mostly male